Wow, what an amazing reveal! With the launch of the Nintendo Switch on the horizon, news was bound to come up sooner or later, but what we actually got was mind-blowing. With so many amazing reveals, I just had to count down the top 5 things that excited me the most about the Nintendo Switch from the January 12th presentation. Let's begin! The first and most important thing when it comes to buying a console is the hardware itself. With a little over 5 weeks to go and a solid $300 price point, this thing has the potential to dominate the market for its first few months at the bare minimum. I know that some think $300 is a little too high, but the Wii U was $50 more and barely had any games out at the time. Having better marketing and an easier to understand basis than its predecessor, only time will tell how well the Switch does on its debut date. Compared to the Wii U, there are so many third-party games to choose from this time. Which one excited me the most? Well, I'm gonna have to cop out on this one. Sure, we got some last-gen ports in Skyrim, but there's so much more. Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2, Project Sonic 2017 and Sonic Mania, Ultra Street Fighter 2, Fast RMX, and a new Bomberman. Do you know the last time we actually got a new Bomberman? It wasn't last year. It wasn't the last 5 years. It's been like 7. And that's not even all of them. Nintendo's bringing an army of great third-party games, and without a doubt more on the way. The Switch should have a little something for everyone. Now, I'm a big controller nerd. Things need to be in the right place or they could hinder a gameplay experience for me. The N64 controller was passable at the time, but its odd design and bad analog stick make it really uncomfortable to use nowadays. Same thing for the Wii U Pro controller and gamepad's analog layout being above the buttons. It's not ideal. Thank goodness the Joy-Cons fixed this when used on their own dock, providing a rather angular but pleasant looking controller. That's not all though. When I saw these things being used as their own controllers in the Mario Kart portion of the reveal trailer, I was wondering where the L and R buttons were. It's good to see that they're present where they should be. The SL and SR, or small left and small right triggers as I'm calling them, might be a bit too tiny on their own. However, the wrist straps include to give the buttons a bigger grip and easier accessibility. And to top it all off, these mini Wii Remote looking things do indeed function like mini Wii Remotes. They're an all-in-one controller that looks like they'll get the job done, and I'd be willing to get a full set for me and my friends to play together. I wonder how much they are.
Oh my god!
Now, the little overview of the system at the beginning may not have gotten too many people excited, but seeing the way each aspect of the Nintendo console from the past made its way into the Switch was awesome. And no, the GameCube doesn't count. The portability of the Game Boy, the touchscreen of the DS, even the motion controls of the Wii, it's like everything was combined into an exciting blend. It's the perfect sell of Nintendo consoles, and the only thing that could make it better would be GameCube controller support. So much was revealed right before we saw the Switch in action, and it's an exciting prospect to think about more casual games to play with family, a new Mario Maker with updated themes and extra features, and an HD screen that you could play with when you travel. If the lifetime library is as great as the #1 spot, then this could be the greatest Nintendo console since the Super NES. Something I was definitely not expecting was the 2017 lineup. Kicking off the Switch in one of the best ways possible is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, the most anticipated game of E3 2016. Being Link's first fully 3D open-world adventure, everything shown has been a joy to see, and hopefully most things are kept a surprise until the release. A title I certainly didn't see coming was ARMS, a really sick-looking fighting game where long-range attacks are your ally. It seems to be a solid new IP. Hopefully the game fares well. There are also the Inklings 2 new games, with the first formal reveal being Splatoon. New hairstyles and clothing for more customization, brand new weapons and maps, as well as a better sense of movement all contribute to this game being the sequel we were hoping for. It's also taking the same approach as the original, hopefully on a grander scale. Wait, did he just dab? Next up is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is what Mario Kart 8 should have been. With a proper battle mode, characters that were absent previously now returning, and the inclusion of the Inklings, this is looking to be the definitive version of Mario Kart 8 and should leave a good impression for many first-timers. Assuming they remove the coin item, that is. Shame there's no new racetracks though. However, above everything that we did and did not know, the one game that had my hype meter through the roof was Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Now I, like most people, thought that Xenoblade Chronicles X was the sequel, but seeing this new installment sport a fresh new art style and a prominent story compared to X, as well as a beautiful collection of songs, I'm more than excited for this next installment in the Minato saga. To cap this all off though, we have the newest open 3D Mario game, Super Mario Odyssey. This latest title in the 3D Mario series is taking Mario through some insane worlds, giving him new abilities that he apparently learned from Oddjob, graphics that would put most 4K games to shame, and wow, Mario actually has some personality this time. The Switch is looking to be an awesome system for both Nintendo fans and gamers alike. What excited you the most from the presentation? Leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching, and until we meet again.